I have a question. What age do you feel? Because I'm 36, but I feel like I'm 24 or 25. And I often hear much older folks who say they feel like they're 18, they feel like they're 16. And I was wondering why. Why do I feel like I'm 24 or 25? And I would have to think it's because around that time was the time where I finally had decided to travel abroad. I taught English in Korea for a year. I'd planned to teach in Korea for several years, but my parents got divorced. And right before I came back home to California, I had traveled by myself for maybe a couple weeks. But I had a lot of, I guess, revelations, you can say, epiphanies. I had a lot of epiphanies about life. One of which was things are insignificant. We don't need all the things that we have in our house as long as we have clothes on our back, a safe place to sleep, food to eat, water to drink, and that's all we need. And then the luxuries in life, I would say, is the ability to be able to share special moments with others that care about us and that we care about them. But yeah, during that time, I had traveled alone to Japan and Korea. I went to Thailand, and then I came back to California. I wouldn't say it was like the happiest time of my life, but it was definitely life altering. So there were really good moments because I've always been the type of individual who had a lot of fear and anxiety about doing things outside of my comfort zone. And at that point in time, I was kind of sick and tired of living under my parents' roof, and relying on them. So I had decided that I wanted to completely remove myself physically and go somewhere where I didn't rely on anybody but myself, so that I could kind of test myself. So it was kind of like a test of skill, of my willpower to remove myself from that dependence. That's why I think I feel like I'm around 24, 25, because it was around that time when I had like a lot of things happening in my life, but essentially I kind of came into myself, my identity of who I was and what I thought about the world. And I'm wondering, what about you? What age do you actually feel? What age are you actually? And why do you think that? Let me know.